Time to pay the fee. Time to pay the fee! Alright, time for the last Waymarker, who's waiting for me outside of, Spirius for some reason. Guess he wanted to meet me, out here personally? I figured he'd be in his office, but alright.
As I recall, I only asked for Luger and Maxwell.
We don't trust you Spirius people.
Oh, why don't you tell me how you really feel, Dr. Mathis? I didn't expect that much spine from one who claims to support both Spyrix and spirits.
The accord twixt the two nations has been ratified. Adversity can be a strong foundation for peace.
How selfless of you to come all this way to give me your report. Both as a CEO and a citizen, I'm overjoyed.
I take it that you're Beasley Bakor. Looking at you, you do appear to be a formidable man.
And you, I would presume, must be the true Maxwell.
My Miller was true too, you know.
You are correct.
Every inch as proud as I'd expect from the Lord of Spirits.
The dimensional abyss has stabilized.
Then I shall transfer you the coordinates of the fractured dimension containing the Final Waymarker.
Have you uncovered the identity of the last Waymarker yet?
No. That said, you should find it easily enough. Focus your search on the divergence catalyst, as in any other case. If Dr. Mathis and his friends are willing to cooperate, you are sure to succeed.
I'll cooperate with Luger, but I do it on my own terms, to fulfill my duty.
Indeed. We cooperate because we want to, not because we are ordered to.
Exercising your own free will, huh? That is humanity's strength. You have some steadfast friends, Luger. The Final Waymarker is within our grasp. In this grand endeavor, I wish you Godspeed.
You put a lot of trust in Luger.
With good reason. The key of Kresnik is mankind's last hope. Only he can overcome Origin's trial.
No pressure, right?
Hey, we came this far.
I didn't expect the company president to see us off personally.
A difficult man to predict.
I'm gonna have to kill you too, aren't I? I don't know, you got Rex Goodwin written all over you, buddy. You're gonna get some crazy Nazca lines at the cannon or whatever, I'm guessing. Whoop.
Oh, yes, I'm fine.
Wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. It's R3. Yeah. The fractured dimension! I haven't said that in a while.
Charlton, huh? It's been ages.
It takes me back to when we all first met.
Conductor Ilbert?
Yes, I am Rowan Ilbert. I was once the steward for House Cheryl. A pleasure to see you again.
How dare you!
How dare I what?
You take me for an idiot? I don't know who put together that costume of yours, pal, but it's not fooling me.
Costume?
Don't play dumb. Conductor Ilbert died 8 years ago. He was murdered. Have you no shame? Where have you been? It was a big deal in Riza Maxia. King Gaius threw him a state funeral and everything.
Huh?
Who murdered him?
No one knows. They found the body floating in Lake Epsilla in Olympias.
Lake Epsilla.
Now, I've had enough of your sick little joke. Buzz off.
Intriguing. A fractured dimension in which I've been murdered.
But if everyone here already knows about Olympias, and Rowan died 8 years ago...
This fractured dimension must be several years ahead of the prime dimension.
Anyway, let's investigate the murder scene.
In the dark future.
They said the murder scene was at Lake Xillia in Olympias, correct?
That is what they said. But visiting the site of my own murder, I can't say I'm looking forward to this.
I wonder if the time capsule we buried is here in this world too.
An interesting question. Shall we visit the manor to see for ourselves?
Okay. She hasn't left their manor, but she carried on running the town, still keeping the promise she made with Rowan.
It's nice that Drusella in this world likes you too.
I don't know if I should feel happy about that, or terribly sad.
All she has left is the mission if Rowan's done away with.
So, you used to be Drusella's stewer, Rowan? What kind of stews did you make?
Stewer. Is that even a word?
I wasn't her stewer. I was her steward.
Oh, I know that word. It's like a handmaid, right?
Steward...
Steward is another word for butler. I served Lady Drusella, the Lord of Charlton. Why, Luger, I had no idea.
My daddy always said I'm a beautiful young lady too.
Luger, what do you think of Drusella? I could try and set you up with her.
Huh?
Don't be shy now. You two are the same age after all.
Wait just a moment. Any prospective suitor of my Lady Drusella must complete my extensive screening process. First, you'll need to pass the 256 tests I've prepared for any aspirant to her hand.
Don't be so strict. I'll be vouching for him.
Then you'll need to be evaluated as a would-be matchmaker. There are 180 requirements, but you can pass with a score of 170 or above.
But I am the Lord of Spirits. Must I be tested so?
Of course. Lady Drusella is my greatest treasure, bequeathed to me by Lord Klein himself. She means more to me than life itself.
Wow, you sound just like my daddy, Rowan.
You know I'm good for it, Rowan. Come on. What was that, like 300 tests? Make that its own separate game at this point. Alright, you said the time capsule was here. We need to investigate that before we head to the lake. She might actually be willing to say more. Still don't know who he was murdered by. We have no suspects yet.
This is where the time capsules are, right?
Correct. Burying them here was Lady Drusella's idea.
Should we dig them up?
Very well. No need to feel guilt over an unsightly hole. This world will be gone soon enough.
You're gonna open mine too?
Falling eyes are buried in the time capsule. Dread Needle, Pink Emerald, Halidol, City and Sledge. Oh.
These are exactly the same time capsules that we buried.
Interesting.
This dimension's history was identical to the Prime's, until some point in the past.
Perhaps my death was the point at which the two split.
The death of a nation's prime minister would certainly leave a mark on history.
Rowan, don't you want to meet this dimension's Drusella?
I'd better not. Nothing good would come of it.
Alright, if you say so. Head to Marksburg via boat from Sapstrath Sea Haven. And as usual with not prime dimensions, but fractured dimensions, I gotta take the long way. How'd that start though? Sapstrath. I remember them making mention of that. Gotta take the boat. I'll wait for the boat guy to load so I can... Let's go. So now what?
Murdered, huh? Just what happened in this world?
I gotta ask more people for more clues, perhaps? What are you? Huh? Composition of food and get more intense from here right now. Oh. Spirit on the rise. That's not good. Did we fail? So it's still a thing here. Oh no, Spyrix is the bad one. Spyrite, so maybe they succeeded. Sorry, I'm always getting those two mixed up. Send them both nations. Something new is conduct trade. Uh-oh. Just created new problems.
What a cute little glowy dog thing.
It's a Spyrite.
Whew, found you. Don't go running off like that.
Excuse me, but is that a Spyrite?
Huh? Yeah, what else would it be?
Does it ever, lose control of itself?
Good heavens, no. I mean, he gets into trouble once in a while, but he's a good little Spyrite.
Where might we learn more about Spyrite technology?
Well, you could try the Spurious Corporation, I guess, but I doubt they'll tell you anything worthwhile. It's not really in their interest to spill any secrets. They have a total monopoly on the Spyrite market.
Spyrite technology is everywhere in this world.
Perhaps the Jude of this dimension could tell us the secret to making Spyrite technology viable.
One more question. Have you ever heard the name Jude Mathis?
Sure, in school. He's the guy who brought Spyrite technology to the masses. How about that, Jude? Shame how he died, though. It's been a few years, but I still remember all the news stories about that mass murder. All those bodies bobbing in Lake Xillia. Ugh.
Wait, I'm dead too?
Clearly, we need to get to this Lake Xillia. It's turning out to be quite the crime scene.
Is dying like what happened to Mila?
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that either. All the life we have is unbelievably good. Years ago, I wouldn't imagine we'd be on an easy street like this. Using Maxia police diplomacy with Olympus gonna possibly go better. Party over here. So where do I go now? Head to Drellin via the train, which is over on this other side. And from there, I gotta get to Lake Xillia. Man, Jude biffed it too. What the fuck's going on here? Someone killing off all our cast members?
Hey, Jude. What was that weird animal thing? Jude? Hello? What's his deal?
Very well. Jude.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about something.
You should stop. That line of thought won't lead you to the answers you seek.
Huh? What did you think I was thinking about?
About whether the profusion of Spyrites was connected to your murder.
Yeah.
If they're unrelated, then that's that. Even if they are, that's a path you mustn't choose.
But what if it's my death that leads to Spyrites replacing Spyrix technology?
Don't talk like that. Sure, it would be cute to have those weird little things everywhere, but I'd rather have you.
Do you understand now why you can't choose that option?
Because I need to be around to bring about the future we all yearn for. Because you won't be there to do it yourself.
Same for Rowan. That's why she made him make that promise. Solve the problem, but don't sacrifice yourself for it. Wait, that's the wrong way. I'm looking for these ticket things. There we go. Well, to Drellin. That's why we can go here, because everything else is already opened up. What kind of nightmares waiting for us at friggin' the lake. That little blue little squirrel thing. I mean, I know it's more than pets, but in the Drellin Villatron? Oh, there's something going on over here, probably in the middle. Yep.
Look at all the spyrites.
Nature seems to be bouncing back.
Jude.
Yeah.
This is simply the way Jude is. Please try and understand.
Wait, you found something strange in Lake Xillia?
While I was fishing, I reeled it in by accident.
Wait a minute. I know that thing. This is the stuffed animal the governor of Sherrilton asked us to look for.
Right. Apparently it was that poor little girl's most prized possession.
Why did it show up now? She's been dead for years.
They never did find the killer, you know. Damn thing's probably cursed.
Tipo?
Which means the murdered girl was none other than...
Elise.
What in the world happened at that lake?
Let's make haste for Lake Xillia. The culprit must be long gone, but perhaps we can obtain some more information about the deed.
Lake.
How the fuck has no one investigated this lake yet? People are dying left and right, apparently. Holy shit.
So it is possible. We can make a world free of Spyrix.
I suppose you could say this is an ideal future. In that one sense, at least.
I'm too busy trying to live to see it, Mila. What's that say? Daddy makes the world? Oh, Daddy makes the best food.
Drellin's so full of restaurants. The entire city smelled fantastic. Just thinking about it makes my stomach growl.
Really? At a time like this? Clearly all that time in the Abyss did nothing to steady your metabolism.
Oh, food is the fundamental building block of life, Jude. And you can't fight on an empty stomach.
Everyone's talking about food, and now I'm hungry.
As am I. When do you imagine we'll be eating?
Your cooking has them all eating out of your hand, Luger.
Indeed. Although I understand that Elle's father is quite the cook in his own right.
He sure is. He's the best cook I've ever met in my life.
Defeating Luger in the kitchen is no easy feat. I hope I get the opportunity to try his cooking one day.
Well, if you're that eager, when I see him again, I'll ask him for you. Maybe he'll take pity on everyone and cook for all of you.
I certainly hope he does.
Oh, that would be most generous of him.
Slaves to your appetites. The whole lot of you.
It's good to see y'all in brighter spirits again, though. Man, this shit's serious. Elle, Rowan, Elise, probably everybody. Probably the whole crew. Well, except for Gaius. He said he threw a funeral, but they didn't say he was still around or not yet either. Here, I got a quick level up off that thing. I knew I was close. Also, everyone's finally spoken for with the Allium Orb. So everyone has learned everything in game. Skill-wise and all that. Plus, of course, there's stuff for later with, like, the deliveries to my mailbox and all that. What am I doing? Once again, I can do this on my own time. Let's get to the lake. This is indeed the darkest timeline. Shit's moved down without us, though. I mean, there's us succeeding and us living to witness the fruits of all our labor, all our time put into this. And it's all at the lake. Who or what is responsible?
Everything is so lush.
So this is where they found the bodies of all the victims.
Does anyone live over there?
That's new.
It's quite the mystery house, I should say.
It's not a mystery, because that's where I live. That's my house. I live there with my daddy. Daddy!
Elle!
God damn it, Elle.
Is that really Elle's house?
Daddy.
Welcome home, Elle.
Where are the bad guys?
They're gone now.
Are you okay? Oh, Daddy!
A mask.
So that's Elle's father.
Right. It's easy to forget sometimes.
In our dimension, this house didn't even exist.
Could he be the catalyst?
Seems my girl's been in good hands. I'm Victor. Where are my manners? It's been too long since I've had guests. Please, join me for dinner. What do you say, Luger? I hope it sufficed.
Yes, thank you. You delivered quite a feast.
It's pretty tasty stuff, huh?
You'll be as good a cook as me someday. I know it. Give it 10 years.
Maybe sooner than that, Daddy. His cooking is already super tasty. And you gotta try his El-style Mabo curry.
I haven't enjoyed a meal this much in 10 years.
I think I ate too much. I think it's Daddy's fault for making my favorites.
You earned them all, my dear.
Victor, there's something I'd like to ask you.
You're curious about the mask, I'd wager. My face was scarred in battle long ago.
Not that.
What is it then? I know what makes her happy. She is dear beyond words to me. I also know that I am a true denizen of this fractured dimension.
That would mean L.
Yes. My daughter was born with a power that only a few Kresniks have ever possessed. She can manipulate space and time, a skill lost in the Prime Dimension.
She's the key of Kresnik?
So the power was never Luger's to manifest.
He knew the truth of it all along.
What are you planning to do with the key?
You see, the key has its limits. And you stand in my way, Luger. I don't want to wake my daughter. Let's step out.
I guess we're kicking his ass too. I mean, I knew the key already.
Daddy, I've been trying so hard. Because I promised.
Shit, I'm gonna have to make her sad again, aren't I? Whoa. Oh, this is the... I see the whole way outside here. It's just a light. Time to jack him for whatchamacallits the values that might not even be there.
Impressive view, yes?
Has Spyrite technology been perfected in this dimension?
It has, and you perfected it 8 years ago.
I see.
But then, I killed you.
Why in the world would you do that?
I didn't stop at Jude either. I killed you in this dimension as well. Alvin, Leia, and even Elise. I killed you all. You tried to stop me from killing Beasley. Even Julius took your side. Beasley made a grave mistake when he tried to take Elle from me.
I'll ask you again. What are you plotting?
I simply wish to live in peace with the real Elle. But that will never happen as long as he exists.
Victor, don't tell me you're...
A fractured version of Luger?
Exactly. I'm the future version of you, and now I shall become a real you.
Hey, what's everybody doing here?
Go back inside, honey. We're just having a little talk.
Daddy!
No need to be frightened, Elle. If we go to the land of Canaan, I can make this all go away, I promise. You and I can live happily ever after, Elle.
We really can?
She's not yours to order around! I'll make a wish to the Spirit Origin to start my life over again! And Elle will be with me, of course. Reborn as my daughter in the Prime Dimension.
I'll be reborn?
That makes no sense. You'll be different people.
But we will still be together!
Daddy!
Everything will be fine. We'll make brand new memories. Come here. This time Mommy will be with us too.
No. I don't want that! No!
It's mine!
So you lured Luger into this dimension to trade places with him.
Using your own daughter! Yes! I knew Elle would bring Luger to me! After all, I am the Final Waymarker!
What kind of monster manipulates his own daughter like this?
What the hell do you know?!
What in the...
I killed my father and brother for this power!
Yeah, stands to reason he's got that too. I thought you looked cool. You did, you're just a emo version of me.
Stop it! Please, just stop!
Wait for me, I'll end this.
He's gone. He hits really hard. Take any of this at all. Uh-oh. Okay, transform back. Maybe now it'll be a little easier to manage. I finally got it. That's it. Oh, he doesn't stay stunned for long. Shit. And he still hits like a whole hell of a lot. And this is bad. This is bad. And Rowan's dead. Oh, where's my healers? Oh, what's going on? Shit. I don't know what you call for this. What's with the opera? Is that you, Undoom? I thought you died for a second. Shit. All I can do is keep him stunned. There we go. Turn that shit around. I hate doing the prime. That's why I hate doing the dimensions like these. I don't have all my. Oh wait, I can't. I'm trying to push the button. There we go. I was under the whatchamacallit, I couldn't. Why is everyone doing like status effects? How do I have these skills to get rid of that somehow? I haven't equipped a whole lot in a while, so. We'll heal Rowan. Not have him die again. This has got the thing where this shit heals him fully. That I definitely wanted to put on everybody. Alright, back in. Ollie. Definitely me, alright. He's formidable as shit. I can't do anything. And he keeps casting shit on me. Break out of this. Stop hitting people. Shit, he's got Chromatus. Come on. Get away. Oh, this sucks. I'm not linked with anybody. He's almost done. You gotta add that whatchamacallit for me. That saved my ass. You can do you can take out us normally. Whew.
Daddy, this can't be happening.
Elle, I'm sorry.
We had no choice.
I was scared what he was gonna do with the shining stuff. He probably could have wiped us all out. And before I forget, the alternate dimension Luga is the assassin!
My body.
Daddy.
Damn. I'm already out of time. Listen, Luger. There is a limit to how much you can use your power.
A limit?
Wait, does that mean...
You've become a divergence catalyst?
All power comes with a price to pay. That's just the way it is. You see?
So that's why you chose to be reborn.
Luger!
What are you going to choose? Please. Take care of Elle. Open the path to Canaan. Complete Origins trial.
No, Daddy! Daddy! Get up!
Hey,
Where's Elle?
Well, she's never talking to me ever again.
gods!
She's becoming a catalyst.
But why would something like that even happen? Unless the power really is within Elle.
We're not going to figure this out here. Let's find a room in Drellin.
Shit just got real.
This must be so hard for Luger.
And there's nothing we can do. Even the Lord of Spirits is powerless to help. Elle's becoming a divergence catalyst? I don't understand how this could happen.
According to Victor, becoming a divergence catalyst is the price for using the clan's power beyond a certain limit.
If Elle is the daughter of Luger from a fractured dimension, that would make her part of the Kresnik family. But she doesn't even seem to have access to Chromatis powers.
Jude, you started to say something about this earlier. Do you remember what that was?
I do. The pocket watch is the key to manifesting the Chromatis, right? But when Luger first transformed into his Chromatis, it was Elle that was holding the watch.
So Luger has been using Elle as a conduit for his power.
Do you remember how Luger couldn't transform into his Chromatis when we first met the other Mila?
That's because Elle wasn't with us then.
So then Elle has been paying the price for Luger's use of the power.
But it goes without saying that Luger had no way of knowing this.
Still,
there was no way for any of us to know of this.
I'm sorry, Luger.
There's no need to apologize. Who could have possibly guessed that the Chromatis was linked to the catalysts like this?
I knew of that. I knew of it like episodes ago. I even said it out loud. I'm gonna explain that kind of power, cause what's his name? Rideau said that when Julius transformed, he was using my power. So maybe apparently he was using my power through L or something like that. Maybe that's the nature of the chromatus. You gotta take from someone else.
Elle's not doing so good.
Is the catalyst sickening her?
No, she's been traumatized. I mean, she just saw her father... Oh, sorry. I know it's not like you had a choice in the matter.
I'm worried about her. And you. How are you holding up? I know how you feel. Imagine how I felt when I learned I wasn't really Maxwell, but just a vessel he'd created for his convenience. But remember, Luger, no matter what, you are still you. That hasn't changed, and it isn't going to. Your duty hasn't changed either. Sorry, I didn't mean to ramble on. Is it Spurious?
Luger, we've confirmed the retrieval of the Final Waymarker. Please proceed to Rize Harbor in Marksburg immediately.
What's the plan?
We'll depart tomorrow. Tonight, we should rest.
A wise course of action.
You must be starving, right? Luger made us some tasty soup.
No. I don't want it! I only want my daddy's soup and this isn't it! It's never gonna be right, just like you're never gonna be my daddy! I want my daddy! Why'd you have to do that to him?
Are you okay?
Are you...
It'll heal in no time. Wait, you're gonna make more? But...
Do whatever you need to do.
I'll help, if that's all right. Your arm is still injured. All done? I'm sorry that I can't do more for you. I'm just happy knowing that a future like that might even be in the cards. It helps me believe I can do it. I can perfect Spyrite technology. I was trying to cheer you up, but here you are making me feel better. You know, I think she'll understand someday.
It's good. Luger, I ran away, 'cause I realized something. When somebody leaves you, when they disappear, you never get to taste their cooking again. No more of Daddy's cooking. And no more of Mila's.
Elle, are you okay?
Luger, hey, do you have a moment? Sorry to pester you again, but... I'm sorry. I know you do. Just doing my job.
Sad as it is, even at times like this, the world still marches on.
And considering our place in that world, we shouldn't expose Elle to any more danger. Rowan, can you find a safe place for Elle to stay while we see this through?
I'll see what I can come up with.
Are you leaving me behind because I'm a fake? You say that, but you're gonna be the daddy of a different Elle, right? Of the real Elle, not me.
All right then. We'll take her with us.
She's safer with us than anybody else. Especially now. God damn, man, the feels. Super hard right now, shit.
Elle, dear, are you feeling okay?
I'm fine. Nothing matters anymore anyway.
Luger, how's the burn on your left hand? The same thing? You knocked a pot of soup onto Julius?
Is that why he continually wears a glove? To hide the scar from the burn? I imagine that must have pained you across the years.
Yeah.
I can only guess that Elle must be feeling the same way about hurting you. When you're close with someone, conflicts are bound to occur, but rarely are they strong enough to break the bonds you share.
You're right. That's what a family is.
Profound advice from a man who still can't claim a family of his own, even at this old age.
It may not be too late. Why not start one now?
A tempting invitation, but one I'm afraid I must decline. You all have given me as wonderful a family as I could ever have hoped for. And of course, I include you in that, Luger, as well as Elle.
Man, in the space of a year, everyone's fashion sense sure has evolved.
No kidding. Especially Muse's.
I find her new dress quite dignified. A fine choice for a great spirit.
It isn't a dress at all. That comes straight from Muse. She's manifested her spirit powers in a clothing-like form, but technically, She's completely naked.
Naked? Completely?
Are you so surprised? It was no different for Undine and Efreet.
Does that mean...
Mila too?
Completely naked?
I don't know anything about Mila's situation.
How can you stay so quiet, Luger? Say something.
Teach me about Bazongas? Let's go
No
with
one
that.
wants to hear about you being naked.
The vividness of that image has brought me to my senses.
I'm sorry. This is my fault for speaking so carelessly.
Thanks for bailing us out there.
That conversation was about to take a very dangerous turn. You have my gratitude. Incidentally...
I hope you were kidding when you said you're naked when you transform.
Here's the thing, I don't know for certain.
I never cease to be surprised at what's possible in these fractured dimensions.
It makes you wonder how many other dimensions exist that we don't even know about.
It's a shame that we cannot coexist with these fractured dimensions, but are instead forced to destroy them.
What sort of fractured dimension would you want to keep around?
I would like to visit a world of pig-monkey shrews.
Huh?
Pig monkey shrews?
Is that a hobby of yours?
Not of mine, no. My sister is quite fond of that sort of thing.
Oh, that's right. I remember Carla saying she loved animals.
Pig monkey shrews, huh? It would be fun if they evolved to a point where they could understand human speech.
Talking pig-monkey shrews? That could indeed be interesting.
As long as it's your fantasy world, why not have them fly and breathe fire and be strong enough to pulverize rocks?
Those are also conventional. Perhaps some sort of I-beam attack. And they could speak with a colorful accent.
The conversation has taken a very strange turn. Might be best just to stay out of this one.
What the fuck is going on? I'm having a serious moment with Elle here, the feels, and you're on about nudity and big shrew. Ugh, I gotta make another payment.